All right, my beautiful Aquarius, thank you so much for joining me today. Hello, everybody. This message is going to be for Aquarius, and this is going to be a reading about what you need to leave behind. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started, see what your cards have to say, and please take what resonates and leave the rest out. So we're going to begin with these 3 cards. All right, Aquarius. So we have here the Hierophant as the main situation. The Hierophant is all about higher commitment. This is about also institutions and structures that have influenced your life. Also, the Hierophant can symbolize your moral compass. So these are your morals, what's non-negotiable to you, what is really important for you. These are essentially future traditions that you will pass down generation through generation, right? What you need to leave behind is a Knight of Cups. So that's really interesting. There could be this, and there could be this energy of wanting a higher level commitment with someone. This Knight of Cups can be an individual that you're dealing with that is just simply not ready for a serious relationship. Also, the Hierophant can symbolize that you are doing some soul searching, and the Knight of Cups is this energy of being very, I guess you could say, uncomfortable with being vulnerable with yourself. Okay. So for some of you guys, this is an individual. For others, this is yourself. Okay. The Knight of Cups, when it's in a blockage, is someone that is seeking for external validation. Okay. So this is someone that is, for the most part, very idealistic. So someone that has high standards, someone that wants a specific thing. It could be kind of inflexible, but for whatever reason, as a block, this could be a disadvantage because you can be very rigid in the way that you look at things. And if this is an individual, this individual can be very, very difficult to please, almost clingy to deal with and things like that. So what you need to leave behind is this Knight of Cups, right? So if it's you, this is about you seeking external validation about things that matter to you, things that are important. If this is another individual, some of you guys need to let go of the idea of forming a higher level commitment with someone that's just simply not ready, okay? So let's go ahead and get into this Knight of Cups. Who is this Knight of Cups? For some of you guys, it could be a water sign. It could be Pisces, Sagittarius, or Cancer. It could be any sign. So let's go ahead and get a little bit into it. We have the Page of Cups. So this is like an offer, a conversation. That's really interesting. We have the Tower. Yeah, this conversation is not going to end well, you guys. So the Tower. And then what else? You have the Nine of Wands. Okay. So if this is an individual in your life, there's going to be a conversation that's very honest, that it's just not going to, the relationship, if you expect for it to grow, it's not going to go that direction. Tower, it means that there is a shaky foundation that needs to be broken apart. And the Nine of Wands shows this energy of a wounded warrior, meaning that you're someone that has gone through so much that you're willing to invest your time into helping others, right, to get through their obstacles. But there's this energy of like, why should you do that when there is so many other people that could be available for you? And also you have so much more to look out for, to invest your energy into, than to try to build someone that's just simply not ready, right? Also, you have, if this is your own energy with the Knight of Cups, the Page of Cups is about kind of tapping into your childhood self and remembering who you are, right? Remembering that little version of yourself that had dreams, that had goals, that was extremely naive, and giving that little version of yourself a hug, right? Maybe things did fall apart with the Tower showing up there, but now this experience has made you into the biggest warrior that you can bet on yourself to overcome whatever obstacle comes your way. So this is kind of like 2 readings in one, because for some, I really do think that this is an individual, but for others, I really think that this is a struggle within yourself. And Spirit is saying the more that you tap into that childhood self and you become that parent figure that maybe you didn't have, the more safe you are going to feel, and the more things will start to make sense. Okay. With this 3 of Cups here, what do we have with the 3 of Cups? Which is the outcome? 3 of Cups, okay? 3 of Cups can be a third party involved. So maybe this is you finding out that the person that you have been dating or interested in has been entertaining multiple people. For others, that they're, oh yeah, Seven of Wands. So this shows a little bit of conflict here going against the current with that. Seven of Wands is about kind of building your own way as well. You have here Queen of Swords, which talks about a detachment and being clear, objective, and having mental clarity in moving forward, right? And then you have the Five of Swords here. And the Five of Swords is showing that someone is willing to win at all costs. One second, guys. But the the Five of Swords is showing that someone is willing to win at all costs and cross certain boundaries in order to achieve what they want. So meaning that if you're dealing with a third party, an individual like the Knight of Cups, this person is willing to say whatever it is that they need to say in order to keep you in the same loop. So that's really, really interesting. Give me more on this Three of Cups, please, and thank you. What else can you give me? We have here the Judgment. At some point, you have to allow yourself to see what roles do you play in your situations without, shame or guilt or, being rigid and judgmental to yourself. This is more for embracing an awakening, embracing a breakthrough, so that way you can acquire the lesson, right? This is about learning the experience, so that way learning the lesson of the experience, so that way you don't have to trip over the same rock in the future. And that's kind of what I'm seeing here. All right. Like I see some of you guys getting this breakthrough within yourself or with this individual. This is where you figure out, okay, these are the things that I'm not willing to accept, right? From myself or from this individual, right? And then we have here the Temperance, which speaks about alignment. This speaks about pouring back into your own cup and remembering that you are your number one priority, because the more that you embrace self-care to yourself, the more you are able to take care of others, okay? What other final messages can we give Aquarius Spirit? Thank you so much. Okay, so this one showed up. So we have here the Knight of Swords, and this is where things get a little bit more interesting. Things start to speed up. This is where I feel like you become more tunnel vision about something. So there could be that this breakthrough brings you a lot of clarity, and now you feel this really strong momentum on pushing forward with certain ideas and goals that are important to you. For some of you guys, I feel like this is about your diet for whatever reason. I just got that. But I feel like this is about really being strict about going to the gym, meal prepping, and just filling your time with things that are for your well-being versus trying to detach yourself or entertain yourself or numb yourself out with like your phone or, substances or anything like that. And you have here the Ten of Cups. So this is beautiful emotional fulfillment. I really love that for you. It just requires for you to recognize who this Knight of Cups is, right? For you to see them for who they are. And if this is you, if you're going through these like emotional turmoils and internal challenges, this is about you digging deeper into yourself and, you know what I mean? Giving yourself the reassurance that you need, because at the end of the day, external validation won't get you anywhere. Okay, so this is a really interesting reading. Please let me know if this reading resonated with you in any kind of way, and if it did, drop me a comment down below. Like and subscribe if you do want to support my channel, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.